Seniors, if you are dealing with freezing cold hands and feet, if you are waking up with that terrible tingling and numbness, or if you are looking down at your legs and seeing heavy, uncomfortable swelling, you need to stop ignoring these warning signs right now. These are not just normal parts of getting older, these are the bright red warning signs of poor circulation. And once you cross the age of 60, ignoring poor blood flow is not just physically uncomfortable, it is incredibly dangerous. Poor circulation dramatically increases your risk of developing deadly blood clots, suffering a sudden stroke, and in severe cases, it can even lead to amputation. But here is the absolute truth that most regular doctors will simply not tell you when you go in for a quick 15-minute visit. There is one surprisingly powerful, completely natural drink that you can easily make in your own kitchen that can improve your circulation within minutes. It works by acting like a switch, turning on your body's natural ability to produce something called nitric oxide. And when you combine this simple daily drink with one incredibly easy 5-minute activity that I'm going to reveal to you at the very end of this video, that circulation boost multiplies by several times. This creates a massive synergy in your body that can instantly restore the beautiful natural warmth to your fingers and toes, visibly reduce that heavy swelling in your ankles, and bring back the youthful, vibrant energy you honestly thought was gone forever. Before we dive into exactly how to make this life-changing drink, I want you to drop a comment down below and tell me exactly where in the world you are watching from today. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because I am here sharing life-saving natural health solutions exactly like this one every single week. Now, if you are personally dealing with circulation problems right now, I want you to type the letter A and the number 1 in the comments. If you do not have symptoms yet, but you are watching to protect yourself and focus on prevention, I want you to type the number 0. I really want to know exactly who I am helping today so I can continue making the best videos for you. I am Dr. Michael Kent, and I have spent my entire career helping men and women over the age of 60 dramatically improve their health using the amazing power of natural medicine. Unfortunately, an enormous number of people in your exact age group are suffering quietly with terrible circulation in their hands and their feet. They go to the doctor, they are handed a bunch of expensive medications, and very often those medications simply do not work to actually fix the blood flow. So many of you are out there looking for real quick answers, especially during those harsh winter months when the cold weather makes your poor circulation feel 10 times worse. That is exactly why I took the time to adapt and perfect this incredibly powerful natural remedy. It is designed specifically for a senior body. It works to instantly improve the blood flowing into the furthest tips of your hands and feet, and you are going to see a completely dramatic difference when you start using it. But before we make the drink, the very first question we have to answer is, what are the actual typical symptoms of poor circulation that you need to be watching out for every single day? I want to take a moment to slowly walk you through these warning signs because learning how to recognize them early could quite literally save your life tonight. The number 1 absolute most common symptom is persistently cold hands and feet. Now, I am not just talking about feeling a little bit chilly when you walk outside without a coat. I'm talking about having hands and feet that feel like heavy blocks of ice, even when you are sitting inside a perfectly warm, cozy room. I'm talking about wearing thick wool socks to bed and still feeling like your toes are freezing. Even when everyone else in the room is sweating and comfortable, you are shivering. This happens for a very simple reason. Your warm, oxygen-rich blood is simply not reaching the extreme ends of your body the way it is supposed to. Your blood acts like the heating system for your house, and right now the heat is just not reaching those upstairs bedrooms. The second major symptom you need to look out for is a strange numbness and a weird tingling sensation in your hands and your feet. A lot of my patients describe this as feeling like 1,000 tiny pins and needles are poking them. Or they say it feels exactly like when your foot falls asleep because you sat on it wrong. But the scary difference is that this feeling does not just happen once in a while. It happens all the time. It happens when you are just sitting still watching television or trying to read a book. This is a very serious warning sign from your nervous system. Your nerves are basically suffocating because they are not getting enough of that oxygen-rich blood, and they are sending those tingling pain signals to your brain to literally beg for help. Then we have the third symptom, which so many seniors deal with every single day, and that is heavy swelling or edema in your ankles, your calves, and sometimes even in your hands and fingers. You might notice that your wedding ring is suddenly too tight to take off, or your shoes leave deep, painful indentations in your skin when you take them off at night. This puffiness happens because your circulation is so incredibly weak that the fluid in your body simply cannot be pumped back up to your heart. Instead, gravity pulls that fluid down and it gets trapped and accumulates in the tissues of your legs and your feet because there is not enough healthy, strong blood flow to carry it all away and flush it out. The next warning sign is sharp leg pain or severe cramping, especially when you are trying to walk around the block or climb a simple set of stairs. In the medical world, we call this claudication. It is a highly common and incredibly frustrating symptom of poor circulation that almost exclusively affects people over the age of 60. Think of your leg muscles like the engine of a car. When you start walking, that engine needs extra fuel. And for your muscles, that fuel is the oxygen carried in your blood. Because your circulation is so poor, your muscles are completely starved of that oxygen during the physical activity. So they seize up, they cramp violently, and they force you to sit down and rest until the slow blood can finally catch back up. And the absolute last warning sign I want you to watch for is something called restless leg syndrome. This is a deeply uncomfortable, maddening sensation deep inside your legs. It feels like a weird crawling or an itching inside your actual muscles. And it makes you feel like you have to constantly kick, stretch, or move your legs just to get a tiny second of relief. It almost always happens at night when you are lying in bed just trying to get some peaceful sleep. If you have any combination of these signs and symptoms, from the cold toes to the restless legs, that means you have a serious poor circulation problem inside your body. You need to do something about it immediately to open up those pathways and prevent massive life-altering complications. I want you to go to the comments right now and type the word circulation. If you are experiencing literally any of these symptoms today, you are going to see so many others dealing with the exact same thing, and you will know you are not alone in this fight. Now, so many of my patients sit in my office and ask me the exact same question. They ask Dr. Kent, why do I have this terrible circulation? What is actually causing all of these miserable symptoms? There can be a lot of small factors, but I want to take the time right now to clearly explain the three absolute most important reasons that specifically target and affect senior citizens. Number one, the biggest culprit of all is a severe nitric oxide deficiency. Nitric oxide is a completely natural chemical substance that is magically produced inside your own body. It acts as what we call a vasodilator. That is just a fancy medical word. That means it relaxes, dilates, and opens up your blood vessels so that blood can rush through easily. It turns your blood vessels from tight, skinny straws into wide open garden hoses. But here is the massive problem that no one tells you about. Once you cross the magical age of 60, your body suddenly produces about 50% less nitric oxide than it did when you were in your 20s, 50% less. Millions of seniors are walking around totally unable to produce enough of this miracle gas naturally anymore. And those tight squeezed blood vessels are exactly what causes your freezing cold hands and your cramping legs. The second major reason your blood is barely moving is hidden thyroid hormone disorders. If you are going through something called hypothyroidism, which simply means you have a sluggish, low-functioning thyroid that will absolutely destroy the circulation in your body and lead directly to all the horrible symptoms we just talked about. Your thyroid gland is basically the master thermostat and the gas pedal for your entire body. The hormones it makes regulate how fast your metabolism runs and how hard your heart pumps blood. So when those thyroid hormones drop too low, your entire system just slows down to a crawl, including the speed of the blood flowing out to your furthest extremities. This specific issue is incredibly common, especially in women over the age of 60, and it goes completely undiagnosed for years. And the third massive reason you are suffering is due to dangerously high amounts of silent inflammation in your body. High levels of chronic inflammation act like a thick sludge in your system. It slows down the circulation everywhere, and it guarantees that your warm blood never reaches your hands and your legs. When your body is inflamed, it literally thickens your blood, making it sticky like syrup instead of flowing easily like water. It also makes your blood vessels stiff and hard instead of soft and flexible. This creates the absolute perfect terrifying storm for terrible circulation. After the age of 60, this hidden chronic inflammation becomes a major dangerous health issue that quietly attacks and affects nearly every single system in your body. If this simple, clear explanation is finally helping you understand what is really happening inside your own body, please hit that like button right now so I know I am on the right track with you. So now you finally know the real hidden reasons why you are suffering from cold feet and numb hands. Now it is time for the good part. Let me talk to you in detail about this one incredibly powerful drink that will directly attack and address all three of these underlying issues and can almost instantly improve your blood circulation. But before I just give you the recipe, I need to explain the exact ingredients and the real proven science behind why each and every one of them works so powerfully for an aging body. You need to know why you are putting this medicine in your body. The absolute number one superstar ingredient in this drink is raw natural beetroot juice. Beets are an absolute miracle of nature because they are naturally loaded with massive amounts of dietary nitrates. When you drink these nitrates, your body acts like a chemical laboratory and instantly converts them directly into that precious nitric oxide we talked about earlier. This immediately forces your blood vessels to open up wide, vastly improving the blood flow and sending a rush of warm blood straight down your arms and your legs. This is completely crucial because remember, after 60, your body simply cannot make enough of this gas on its own. Beets are literally handing your body the exact raw materials it desperately needs to produce that critical nitric oxide. Clinical studies continuously show that the natural nitrates in beetroot juice significantly and rapidly improve blood circulation throughout the entire body, specifically and most effectively in older adults. The second amazing ingredient we are going to use is fresh, spicy ginger. Ginger is an ancient medicine and it works in two very different, incredibly powerful ways. First, it contains highly active anti-inflammatory compounds. By aggressively fighting and reducing the swelling and inflammation, especially the hidden inflammation inside the walls of your blood vessels, it allows the blood to flow freely and improves your circulation dramatically. Secondly, ginger has a magical natural property that literally heats your entire body from the inside out. So, if you are sitting there suffering with freezing cold fingers and toes, as well as dull throbbing pain in your arms and legs, fresh ginger is going to be absolutely phenomenal for you. It acts as a completely natural blood vessel opener without a single negative side effect that you get from prescription pills. Our third beautiful ingredient is ruby red pomegranate juice. Pomegranates are completely packed with some of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet. These compounds are absolute heroes for your heart because they forcefully promote that opening of the blood vessels by locking in and increasing the actual levels of nitric oxide floating around in your blood. Research clearly shows that drinking pure pomegranate juice creates a massive spike in natural nitric oxide production, which completely transforms and improves the blood flow rushing down into your arms and your legs. For seniors, this ingredient is particularly incredibly important because those same antioxidants also act like tiny shields, protecting your major arteries from dangerous plaque buildup that causes heart attacks. The next incredibly powerful ingredient we must include is vibrant yellow turmeric. Turmeric contains a legendary potent anti-inflammatory medicine called curcumin. Curcumin goes to war against the systemic swelling in your body. By crushing that inflammation, it strongly promotes the relaxing of the blood vessels and the easy, smooth circulation of blood deep into your furthest extremities. Like I said before, once you are over 60, hidden inflammation is absolutely one of your biggest, deadliest enemies. Turmeric is widely considered to be one of Mother Nature's absolute most powerful and effective anti-inflammatory foods. Beyond just opening your blood vessels, turmeric is scientifically proven to help stop your blood platelets from sticking together, which naturally helps prevent dangerous blood clots. This is absolutely critical and life-saving for seniors who are at a high risk of suffering a devastating stroke. And the absolute last ingredient to complete this miracle drink is freshly squeezed lemon juice. A lot of people think lemons are just for flavor, but they are a massive source of raw, highly absorbable vitamin C. This natural vitamin C completely supports and boosts your body's ability to keep the walls of your blood vessels strong, bouncy, and perfectly healthy so they do not get stiff and brittle. Plus, having high levels of vitamin C circulating in your system directly protects and increases the actual levels of nitric oxide floating in your blood. So, as you can clearly see, every single one of these specific natural ingredients is working together in a beautiful, highly complementary way to completely transform your blood circulation. They are not just putting a tiny band aid over your symptoms to mask the pain, they are going deep inside your biology to attack and fix the actual root causes of your poor circulation. Now that you understand the powerful medicine we are working with, let us talk about exactly how you are going to prepare this powerful circulation boosting golden drink in your own kitchen. Do not worry, it is incredibly simple and takes less than 5 minutes. To prepare this drink, the only equipment you need is a standard kitchen blender. Into this blender, you are going to pour half a cup of pure unsweetened beetroot juice. Or if you prefer, you can just chop up half a cup of raw washed beets and throw them right in. Please leave the skin right on the beet because that is where a massive amount of the healing nutrients live. Next, pour in exactly 1 tablespoon of pure pomegranate juice or toss in a small handful of fresh pomegranate seeds. Fresh is always better because you get the living enzymes. After that, take your fresh ginger root and grate exactly 1 heaping teaspoon of it straight into your blender. Fresh wet ginger root is thousands of times more potent than old dry powder, so try your best to use the fresh root. Once the ginger is in, carefully add exactly half a teaspoon of bright yellow turmeric powder. Then take a whole fresh lemon, cut it right in half, and squeeze out exactly 1 full teaspoon of that fresh lemon juice. Do not ever use fake bottled lemon juice. You must use a real lemon. Finally, to make everything blend together beautifully, pour in half a cup of clean water, or even better, half a cup of natural coconut water for extra hydrating electrolytes. Turn your blender on high until everything is completely smooth. You can drink this whole thick mixture just like a smoothie, but if you prefer a thinner juice, just pour the mixture through a metal strainer into your glass. Either way works absolutely perfectly, so just choose the texture you like best. Now, what is the absolute best time of day to consume this powerful drink to get the maximum medical benefit? The undisputed best time is first thing in the morning on a completely empty stomach. When you first wake up, your body is highly receptive to absorbing raw nutrients because you have been fasting all night long while you slept. If you support your circulation right away, it gives you a massive rush of warm energy and guarantees that your blood will flow powerfully throughout your entire body for the rest of the day. Drink your glass and then wait exactly 20 to 30 minutes before you eat your normal breakfast. But pay very close attention right now because here is the massive bonus tip. The secret I promised you at the very beginning of this video. This secret is where the absolute magic really happens. This is the ultimate synergy secret that literally multiplies the effectiveness of the drink. As soon as you finish drinking this in the morning while your stomach is still empty, if you do just 5 to 10 minutes of very light, gentle physical movement, you are going to instantly explode your circulation to a whole new level. The red drink fills your system with the raw materials to trigger nitric oxide. But physical movement is the actual spark that ignites that production and amplifies the relaxing effect in your blood vessels by several times over. You do not need to go to a gym. You can stand in your living room and do 5 to 10 very slow, gentle squats, holding on to a sturdy chair for safety. Or you can simply do standing, walking right in place in front of your television, gently lifting and marching your knees up towards your chest. Even doing big, wide, gentle arm circles in the air works beautifully to get the blood pumping. This simple movement violently boosts the immediate production of that nitric oxide gas and heavily supports all the medicinal effects of the drink you just swallowed. The combination of the drink, completely paired with the light morning movement, creates a massive, unstoppable, synergistic effect in your body. If you make a promise to do these two simple things every morning, you are going to instantly, noticeably improve the circulation in your body. So many of my real patients report feeling a beautiful, intense warmth, returning to their freezing hands and feet within just 15 to 20 short minutes of completing this exact routine. Before you rush off to the grocery store, please sit down and let me give you some highly important safety considerations. If you are currently taking any heavy prescription blood thinners, you absolutely must talk to your doctor before you start using this drink on a daily basis because ginger, turmeric, and beetroot have natural blood thinning effects of their own. Second, if you currently suffer from painful kidney stones, be very cautious with the beetroot because beets are naturally high in oxalates. Third, if you take daily blood pressure medication, you need to know that this incredibly effective drink will naturally lower your blood pressure, so monitor your levels closely. And fourth, when you first start, just make half of the recipe for the first few days to see exactly how your unique stomach responds to the raw ingredients. This is not just about making yourself feel more comfortable. This is about actively preventing massive, serious medical complications like deadly blood clots and sudden strokes that can permanently steal away your freedom and your independence. I want you to comment down below right now and tell me with absolute certainty if you are going to try making this circulation drink tomorrow morning. I absolutely love hearing from this amazing community. And please, if you found this video truly helpful, I am begging you to share it with a friend or a loved one over the age of 60 who is quietly dealing with painful circulation issues. Your simple decision to click share could quite literally improve someone's entire quality of life. Please do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more powerful natural health strategies completely designed for seniors that actually work. Until next time, please take wonderful care of yourself. You completely deserve to feel the beautiful warmth in your hands and feet, and you deserve the absolute freedom to move around your life without severe pain. God bless you and your continuing health journey.